But then again, we could build it and then consecrate it in the name of Mars. Marshenge, exactly. Where's the pole? There's the pole. New pole. Okay, so what should we do? Shall we build it or shall we not? Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. I don't know exactly how this works. That's the other thing I'm kind of curious about. Should we build it or should we not? The middle one does give him loyalty, but I have a feeling that might start like secretly trying to convert us. And I'm not so sure that I want to be secretly converted. Like, why else would there be a positive there with no negatives? No bribes on that? We're Roman Senate for Jupiter's... Wait, there are no bribes? Oh, I am sorry. Hang on, let's do that again. And we will... One of the annoying things is whenever you turn off votes, which we did for the previous poll apparently, it forgets what the prices were. So, without any influence from the Senate, build the Heathen Monument 1. Bits per vote was 50. Looted gold per vote, I think, was 1,000. I think that's my standard. Alright, let's try that again and see if this has any difference. Oh yeah, it was the pancakes one. Right. You are correct. Okay, so votes are in. And this time there was rather more manipulation. Kellen Star coming in with 50,000 channel points. So thank you very much for that, Kellen Star. It was a 45 versus 55 vote. This was rather closer than the one which we did prior to this. I'm actually kind of curious just how much was spent on each side. So one side had 60,000, the other side had 57,000. It was actually the 57 that won. That's impressive. So we are going to build this heathen monument and spend 100 ducats of our very hard-earned cash. Before the dawn of history, the ceremonies of Rome have become less and less popular of late, and Gnaeus Cornelius has attempted each time to create a more inventive set to draw the public eye. However, after the set designer became trapped and starved to death in a man-sized flower from the last performance, Stonehenge is Rome's only hope. A few months after delivering the schematics from the Druids of Britannia to the architects Gnaeus Cornelius and Marcus Junius Paulus visit to the construction site. After a few steps, Marcus Junius Paulus trips and falls flat. He's tripped over a knee-high pile of stacked up flat rocks. The monument is nowhere to be seen. It gradually dawns on Gnaeus Cornelius the pile of rocks is that monument. Marcus Junius Paulus seems unperturbed. Are we still doing Stonehenge tomorrow? Naturally, let's not make a big thing of it. We complete the construction of the living rock of Stonehenge. Or no, it's only 1 cubit high. It should have been 18. So we lose 25... I don't really understand what's going on here. So he got completely and utterly scammed. That much is clear. 100 ducats for a thing which is 1 cubit high, which is like knee height. Or they can build it the full thing, but this still has the completed construction. So what am I paying for here? Pick the second one, got a wander out of it. Yeah, we'll try that. The Living Rock of Stonehenge. Omen observations level 4? Whoa! With a lovely graphic as well. Okay. So the holy site of Mars now has a Stonehenge. Which counts as a building, apparently. We really need to turn this into a city. There are a couple of places that need to be cities, but this one especially. And Stonehenge. Crazy. You don't get the omen power because you already get it from the Temple of Jupiter, but I have a feeling that was a higher level. Temple of Jupiter... Oh no, it's level 4 as well. Okay. Alright, cool, I guess. 100 ducats and 25 political influence is way cheaper than the, like, 4,000 ducats it usually costs to build one of those. So how long is the truce with Ancona? And is it going to tell me? We have no truce with Ancona. So I'm thinking that we want to go and take Ancona because it's going to be you, you, and you, and possibly you. It's this entire coast. That's a lot of stuff. Now the other thing is, what do these mean? Is that migrations? Oh, see, you're moving to there. Is that the only migration? Oh, you can't just click around. No, migrations are going on here. Who knows? Mountain Pass, but what does that mean? Oh, combat width -2, local trade bonus route +10, attrition +1. Okay. Then yes, that is a mountain pass. I'm just surprised that that doesn't exist on any of the other mountain passes, like these. Nope. No idea. Anyway, we are going to start a war against Ancona. Do we have... claims on any of these things? We don't, so this is going to be potentially massively increasing our aggressive expansion, because we don't have claims on that stuff. And we're not going to anytime soon, because our political influence is so terrible. I think we're just going to have to kind of suck this one up. Alright, let's move the armies up and get ready for this. Hostus Claudius, a man in control of a sizable and personally loyal force, has delivered a demand for additional funds. No mention is made what these funds are to be used for, and we assume that this is an attempt to assert dominance over the Senate. So we can say no, or we can just pay him. I'm not paying you 425 ducats, so no. And the other thing I'm going to do... oh, I can't. You've taken control of my legion again. Oh, he's a leper. A leper, weak-willed, guileless tactician. So the only positive he has is the fact that he can move chess pieces good. Oh crap, this means I have no control over my legion anymore. How are the Greens doing? Just enough. Oh, it's a good thing that I didn't try to move you somewhere with not enough supply. That would be infuriating, though I'm guessing that he would then automatically move. So there are 2 units which are loyal to him. But only 2. Alright, I guess we will just wait until things start to stabilise. Which is decent because it allows me to actually gain some more political influence so we can start actually getting claims. Or start building the cities. Disagreeable consul. Lately we've seen a lot of disagreements between Lucius Fabius Violent and Gnaeus Cornelius. Really? Just now? Both of them are trying to push their agendas through the Senate, often conflicting and even scheduling their debates to coincide with one another. Now, a group of Popularis loyalists have approached Gnaeus about switching their loyalties to the Boni instead. Apparently, there have been schisms within the Popularis, which have led in turn to loyalties to the faction waver. Publicly supporting these dissenters would surely end with hostilities between the 2 consuls of Rome. If we control the Senate, why would his opinion matter? Well, we will not entertain these dissenters. Gnaeus Cornelius loses popularity. Caeso Claudius loses loyalty. Libo loses loyalty. We gain approval with the Popularis. Well, the Popularis already absolutely hate us. And Violens is actually the Popularis leader. That's why he's causing so many problems. So I'm going to say screw you to the Popularis, and if you want to try something, bring it. We're stealing his power base. Which is almost certainly going to lead to a civil war. The coming of the city of Hydruntum. The extension of the new privileges and investments into the local infrastructure has seen Hydruntum grow from the relatively relative humility to a true Messapian city. While it still has a way to go before it can rival the great cities of the age, the past 2 years have ushered in a new era of growth and urbanization in this territory. Hydruntum has become a city. Why have we not had messages about other places become cities yet? Maybe we did already. Caught red-handed. Several nights ago, Lucius Fabius Violens was discovered helping himself to a sizable quantity of gold from the national treasury. This is clearly a serious crime, however there is something to be said for sweeping affairs like this under the carpet. Have him flogged! Nice Cornelius gains popularity. He loses health. We lose money. Or we lose popularity, but we become friends. So a large part of the problem that we're facing right now is the fact that Gnaeus and Lucius are rivals. This will cancel that rivalry and turn them into friends instead. This seems like an obvious moment of it's just good business. And your loyalty has risen again. Level 5 oratory, level 5 civics. Now, if we had an army that was actually not disloyal, we could move them. Ah, we have a election soon. It looks like the Bonai are going to win. But who's being replaced? Cocus will come in. He's loyalty 74. But who? How do we know what his co is going to be? I guess it's the first and second. And Russus is even more loyal. Okay, this election may save the Republic. Okay, 2 inventions, so we've got a civic advance. Which we could invest into something else. And I think I will. We're actually going to go to the religious ones, and we're going to get the FUG, integrated culture happiness up, and then the unintegrated culture happiness up. We're going to grab both of these. In Rome, slaves which had escaped and been caught were branded with the letters FUG for fugitivus, leaving a lasting impression on themselves and all who viewed them as the dangers of rebellion. We're also going to do... Oh, provincial loyalty. That's actually probably even more important. Let's do reduced governorship. Yeah. With some control of the provinces centralized, our locals are sure to grow more loyal to the nation as a whole. June. That is far before... Oh, civil war is no longer happening. It's just that one general who's now disloyal. His patron is basically gone. Pirates! Ooh, they're not too far away either. We will fight them! You have been in command of this fleet for a long frickin' time. What's your loyalty? 51. Here's a 65. Same quality. He is proud, which gives nothing. Assertive, nothing, nothing. But he's been loyal. He's been our, like, one military commander that has never tried to actually go against us. Wait, what? Excuse me? How are you going so fast? Appius Claudius Caecus has been elected to office and will now rule the glorious nation with a 0 in military, 3 in civic, 7 oratory, 7 zeal. He has a boni, so the build cost and wages are still the thing. And we need the new Volunarius. You are a level 10 Volunarius, and you are very loyal. Do we have any scorned families before we make a decision here? No. And I think having a neutral Volunarius would be a good idea. It'll take you some time to gain the statecraft to get into power, but you'll gain it eventually. And how's the nation look now? So Appius Claudius Caecus is the new ruler. Excuse me. And then Appius Claudius Russus is the new co-consul. These two do not hate each other. Now that Violens is no longer a consul, he shouldn't be gaining as much power as he was previously. Okay, so the Popularis want an appointment. They want Lucius Julius Libo in a non-researcher office. Does being a general count? Because I'm sure that part of the reason that you're so unhappy is because, yeah, low faction approval. So Lucius Libo is not very good at anything, but if I give you a token position somewhere... Unfortunately, all of these positions are already owned by the great families. I'm not giving you Volnarius because having a good medic I think is very important. Definitely not giving you Praefectus Militaris because I think that's probably the most important position in the Senate because that determines our tax income. Tribunus Militum gives bonus military experience, so keeping that high I think is important. We can't give him a researcher position. So the only other one would be military. Oh no, still can't replace you. We could replace Violens. Or we could replace a red. Or better yet, we bribe you to make you loyal. Which is going to be pretty much impossible. I'm your rival. I could try to have you murdered. Let's do that instead. Et tu, Brutus? Yes. Me too. A question of sanity. Whether down to recent events, personal character, or political machinations, a rather amusing bill has been brought before the Assembly, listing in excruciating detail the curious personal habits of our consul, Appius Claudius Caecus. The bill is naturally laughed out at the Assembly, but the perpetrator refuses to come forwards. How should we act? At least everyone is laughing. He gains popularity, or find out who wrote this! It's giving us a popularity boost. I enjoy a joke as much as the next person. Okay, I think they fled. Did Imperator improve with this update? Don't hear too many good things about this game. Yes, it has. It's a big step. It's probably the biggest step that this game has had yet. It's definitely playable. Like, I'm playing it for 3 streams in a row now. Still not quite there. I'm not going to start singing its praises saying this is the next big thing. It's not. I would say it's about 70% towards being great. It's very playable now, though. I like how it automatically lists the disloyal people. Yeah, our tyranny levels are now pretty high because of this coming assassination. The coming of the city of Patalia. Here we go. Patalia has now become a city. Good stuff. So we can start growing the populations down here. Speaking of growing populations, can we do another decision to found a new colony yet? No. And how is the conversion of populations? It looks like we are gaining more. We're up to 492 Romans now. We can actually see the moving of population as well as they promote and demote. You're building Latifundia. You're trying to assassinate Paulus. Really? Nice Cornelius is trying to assassinate Paulus, his buddy in creating Stonehenge. That's a little unfortunate. Not to be a Latin nerd, but it's et tu Brute, as Brutus is in the vocative case. Yeah, okay. I think more people understand what it means when you say Brutus, though. And you're Brute, otherwise. Master Lau, Davoncas, Fragsar, Throck Plays, and Allman. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. Good to have you joining us. First rule of real estate, knock off your co-conspirators. Yeah, true. Also, I've just realised that I have just blitzed way over my playtime. It is 9:30 already. So I should probably stop here, because I need to go and get something to eat. I'm hungry. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then you should definitely be like those excellent people that I've just shouted out and hit that follow button. If you have enjoyed this so far, so yeah, hit that follow button. If you have really enjoyed this, then do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out, lets me do more of this kind of content. Or you can, of course, check out the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/MordredViking. I do have a YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking, and also a Discord, which you can find at the Discord link, which Darkfighter has posted. Thank you very much for that. I will be back again in 1 hour time. I'm going to say it's going to be 10:30 because I'm running so late now. So 10:30 is going to be some Total War Warhammer, I believe, is what is on my schedule. It is. So Total War Warhammer 2, which is the... I know it's in Lustria, Techlist campaign. We are playing as Techlist, so that is going to be this evening, 10:30 tonight. And I hope you'll join me for that. Tomorrow, we have got the multiplayer Anbanar session going on. So that is going to be where I'm playing as Laurent. It is a community multiplayer game, and that's going to be kicking off at 5 PM GMT. And then after that, I will be playing more of my single-player game of Anbanar as Kublzan. So hopefully getting through a little bit more of that. In the meantime, I really do hope that you have enjoyed this. We're going to go and see if we can find somebody to raid, and we'll go from there. So who is on? Oh, Lambert's doing Imperator. Here we go. If you want to know more about this game and how it actually works, you should definitely go to Lord Lambert. You should definitely follow his channel, because he knows a heck of a lot more about what's going on here. He's actually been following all the dev diaries and things like that properly. He is definitely the most experty of the Imperator series. So you should head over there. When we arrive, I would love to see his chat lit up by the Viking raid, which you can do by copying and pasting Viking raid just like that. Or if you are a subscriber, and bear in mind this will only work if you're a subscriber, then you can bring the long ships with you. And copy and paste that last one. Anyway, that's it for me for now. I will see you 10:30 this evening, GMT, for some Total War. Until then, enjoy Lambert's stream. Learn some stuff. Teach me some stuff when we play Imperator next. Because like I said, he is definitely the expert. I am not. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.